So, I've done some more cleaning. Ooh, pardon me while I stand up. Did some more cleaning back here. I did all this corner back here, this wall, even down onto the floor right out to about here. And cleaned the ceiling here. Got this wall, got that wheel well. Finished cleaning this wall and all the way up here. So it's nice and clean. But the one thing I wanted to show you right now is we're expecting more rain, heavy rain. Ugh. Today is Wednesday, October 31st. You know what that means? It's Halloween in Salem. But tomorrow, which is Thursday, and Friday, we're going to get a lot of rain. And I don't yet. And the Flex Seal stuff that I squirted in here didn't work. It did not work. It didn't stop the leak. I have a plan to fix that, but it includes removing and replacing the window with an aluminum plate insert. So between now and when I get that insert in, I just used Gorilla Tape to cover the seam, and I'm lapping it over like you would shingles on a roof so that the water will flow over. That's what I'm doing. I just Gorilla Taped it. And it's leaking in from the top. It's leaking in from the top, so I'm not going to bother taping these side and bottom seams. Besides, I ran out of Gorilla Tape anyway, but I think this should hold. I hope it will hold. Let me get back inside where it's not so noisy. Oh. This is a very busy street, except late at night. So, here's my plan. That window, which is the one that's leaking, is coming out. It's going to be replaced. I checked with Auto Glass. I asked them if they could remove it, scrape out the old seal, put a new seal in, and put the glass back, and they said no, because if they take the glass out, more than likely it's going to break, so they won't do it unless I replace the entire window. They wanted $453 for that. And so instead, I went to some of the online forums and checked out what people were saying about how they may have replaced windows in their Ford van. And I came across mention of buying window inserts, metal window inserts, to replace the glass. And I had never heard of where you might be able to get something like that. And he didn't provide a link. He just said you can buy these metal window inserts and just replace the glass with them, and that's it. And it's a do-it-yourself project. And I became skeptical, but it took a lot of searching. But I found this company out in Colorado, and that's all they do, is they make and sell aluminum plate inserts for Ford Econoline van windows. Seems an obscure niche, but there's a lot of people who want to do it. You know, if you're into mountaineering like they are out west, and, you know, off-roading and going out into remote areas, a lot of the van dwellers out there, you know, they lift their vehicles and increase the road clearance so they can get over those old dirt roads, and they're expeditioners. You know, they go out and do the expedition. They don't want glass on their walls in their vans. They want steel. They want metal. It's hard to find a windowless van. There's not as many, especially when you get into the extended body So you'd have to look a lot further to find a windowless van. So what a lot of them are doing is they're buying the window van, the passenger vans with all the windows, and they're replacing the windows with aluminum plate. And then they can hang stuff off the side of their van, whatever. They can put, hardware, hooks and stuff, tie downs, I guess. And they put racks. They can install racks on the outside of their vans and carry a lot of cargo and stuff like that. So I found this website, and I'm going to put a link to his website below. And it doesn't show, the website doesn't show all the hardware or the gasket that's involved. It doesn't show how you do it. It doesn't show anything really. It just shows pictures of a 40 Econoline van with the windows numbered, and you have to order which number window you want. So I emailed him, and he wrote me right back, and I was asking if I take the glass out and I break it, how does this aluminum seal to the frame? And he said it uses a gasket. You don't have to use a butyl rubber seal like glass. And he said, it's a do-it-yourselfer. You might need an assistant to help you hold it in place because it's a big piece. And it's probably kind of awkward and clumsy to manage. But he said, yeah, you can do it yourself. It's just some stainless steel bolts that bolt on through the holes that already exist in the van that the manufacturer made. And it seals with a gasket. They have a big gasket that's made for automotive applications. So he said he's produced thousands and thousands of these things, and he's never had anybody complain about the windows leaking. And so the insert is $195 for my window. That's not bad. $109. Then there's shipping, so figure it's going to cost probably $220 or something like that. And probably an hour's worth of labor. I would think my mechanic could do the whole thing for under $400. J.N. Phillips Glass wanted $453. I'm waiting for my mechanic to call me back. I got word to him that this is what I wanted to do, and I'm just waiting for him to call me back with the information. But I'm going to go ahead and order that plate anyway. I guess that's it. I don't know what other details I can tell you. I'm going to order that plate. It's going to take about 15 days to get here. That's the problem. For some reason, he said it takes a week to powder coat. They have the blank inserts, just the bare metal, and then they're powder coated with a satin black finish for the exterior. Or you could get some other color, but that would be custom order. I don't care. It's black. I already spray painted the window black from the inside, so black is fine with me. So I'm going to go ahead and order it today and wait for it to come and get that sucker put in, because that's critical. I don't want to do a whole lot of work in the van here if I got water coming in every time it rains. And it's going to rain again tomorrow and Friday, they said, heavily again. So well, Voyagers, this is a surprise. I think the Gorilla Tape sealed it. Huh? Imagine that, huh? I'm not seeing any water at all on the floor. Nothing. And nothing up here. Oops. Nothing up here around these bolt heads. Nothing. And that's where it was dripping in from. I could stick my fingers right up against here. That would be dripping. And now they are completely dry. I'll be damned. The Gorilla Tape worked. And if any water had come in and dripped down, because of where the van is parked, this is going downhill this way to the right. So any water would have collected as it did the other day in this little swimming pool right here. And there's none. Ha ha, yes. Gorilla Tape saved the day. Who'd have thunk it, right? And I'm not seeing any water back here. It was collecting right here before, and it was dripping down into here. And there's nothing. There is no water back here. Nothing at all. Nothing, not a drop. Yay! That was the flex seal that I squirted in up around the taillights up here on the high top. So that worked. So the flex seal worked around the taillights. It did not work on the windows. The Gorilla Tape worked on the window. I'm going to order that blank aluminum plate that's going to go in there. I'm going to order that today. And the best way I've discovered by doing some research online, and there's not a lot of research, there's not a lot of material out there on how to remove a van window with or without breaking it, and for people who are doing exactly the kind of thing I want to do. And what I've discovered from some of the forums is, instead of trying to be gentle or trying to remove the glass all in one piece, it's a difficult job to do if you can do it at all. So most of them just break the glass. I don't need the glass. I'm not going to use that old window for anything, so I'm just going to break the glass. And I will have to take that butyl rubber bead off, whatever, you know, with a razor or something. And yeah, we'll have at it. So that's a wrap for today. That's the window saga. The voyage continues. The repairs continue. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.